Hello, everyone. It's me. Um, I'm feeling silly today, I guess. So I was really grumpy yesterday. I know better. I know better. I was just tired. I was grumpy. I'm not exactly sure the cause, and I did a little looking around on social media, and I think it's called doom scrolling. I didn't exactly do that, but I'm hypersensitive right now. I feel everything. And so, firstly, I am so excited and so impressed at how many people are talking about what is not right in the world. Really, really big people with big followings are talking about the systems, the stuff. And I was thrilled. And before we go further, I want to say that those people are necessary. I appreciate them. I respect them. I admire them. People who are victims of a lot of these things, we need to hear their voices. Their voices need to be heard. All of those things. So I just want to be in like full honorance and love and just respect of anyone talking about dark things that are coming to light. And I think, it's happening on a massive scale, like documentaries about human trafficking, people are questioning, like, when are we going to get the Epstein files? Why is it being held up? So, again, we're not going into that too much, but I just wanted to say, one, I am so happy that there is so much coming to light, like so much. In fact, I was inspired to make this video because I saw a quick clip of Trump's main woman, the publicist. And look, I'm not here to condone any politician to say they're wonderful or they're not, or to talk about politics. I am in full awareness that some people are vehemently upset and against the Trump administration. I look at things from a soul level, what's happening in the collective, what's happening with the councils of light and their support, and like what's happening. And no matter what, this is who our president is at the time. So I am very curious about what's going on, what's being said. And a reporter brought up someone who had committed suicide under the Clinton administration. And this is pretty dark, but he was like, wow, it's pretty interesting that he was shot and hung himself. I don't know how anyone who committed suicide could do that. And so he was asking some pretty interesting questions, and she, of course, really handled that well and said, he needed to speak to the defense, but Pam Bondi, if she, says she's going to do something, she keeps her word. Anyway, I watched that video. I don't know, like, I saved it. It's not something so spectacular or so dramatic, but something about the reporter, and I'm feeling the emotions now, and the way she responded when that video ended, I went into full body shuddering, like crying, shuddering. My whole heart was quivering, and I just started saying to myself, it's finally happening. It's finally happening. It's finally happening. And that's what's happening to me, and why I'm so emotional, because I have come into full remembrance. And what I mean by that, it does not mean I can just, go back to my samurai life and tell you everything I said on any given day. I mean, I can't tell you what I was doing in this life 10 years ago exactly, right? So when I say full remembrance, I have glimpses of who I've been in past lives. I have lots of information streaming through from who I am in the future. And we've already talked about this in the last video, so I'm not going to tell you about that too much, but I feel like it's just really important to share with you why I've been so emotional and why at times I almost seem crazy. And I've had to channel on that. I'm like, am I just like ADHD, overload. Like I'm acting a little bit like, sociopathic. Like one day I'm like up, like, I'm going to save the world, and I'm going to, make and create so much change and, write all these books and speak and lead and whatever all over the place. And then the next minute I'm like, I'm just a little woman, with fears and insecurities who feels like I don't know enough and have enough and all these things all at once. And what they've told me is they said, yeah, when you're having those fears and those doubts, you're remembering all the selves of yourself you've ever been. And so people often that have the most doubt, the most fear, the most uncertainty, the most questions, the most, skeptical even, are often the ones that have the highest trajectory to rise. But we get stuck in those voices and we think they are so much more a part of ourselves than they actually are. So it's those who are willing to speak, lead, rise, anchor the light, anyway that changed the world. And if you're watching this, I love to just keep saying you're part of it. This is not a coincidence. If you are watching this video, you are part of the new earth, and the new earth is not coming, it is here. And it is rising through our remembrance. It's already coded. And that's what's so wonderful. At the end of the day, you don't really have to go learn and study and acquire and do. You just have to like breathe and meditate and get yourself into quieter mind states so that this remembrance can rise. At this point, the veil isn't thinning anymore, it's lifting. And that's why we're getting so much wild information. I've been asked to channel on Antarctica. Really excited to do that. I'll probably work on that over this weekend. At the date of this video, I channeled on the moon and posted that in my Facebook group called The Circle New Earth Leaders. And those videos are going on our TikTok, which is at Evolve with Jolie. And those videos will also go on YouTube and Instagram, but we're trying to put one out every day. So some of those platforms you won't see every single video every single day, if that makes sense. So if you really want all of this, you'll get it, but maybe between the different channels. So I picked a card from this elemental empath. You all know I love butterflies. Growth. Surrender to the process. Simplify your healing, your layers. That's beautiful. That's gorgeous. Sorry, I'm trying to like get my head out of the way and make sure you can see it. Beautiful. So what is this telling us? So much. I mean, oh my God, she's got codes being activated in her body. I'll see if I can get this. Well, I can unblur it. It's not that I don't like, my house is fine. I just don't think, I think the background's distracting and I don't have the best place to do these videos in my house. But you see in her body, she has like codes. She's having activations. There's this lotus in her heart and this downward triangle and this kind of snake-like sacred geometry. And look at her palms, her hand chakras are igniting. So many of you have healing abilities. Well, we all have, sorry, like retract that statement. You have healing abilities. Every single human on this planet has healing abilities. We all have hand chakras. You don't even have to learn Reiki, although if you're called to something like that, take the training, of course. But you have the ability to heal with your hands. I highly recommend practicing on pets and people you love. Just rub your hands together, put the attention there, like right now, just where attention goes, energy flows. So just by putting my attention on my palms, they're tingling, they're like almost on fire, they're alive. And I will send you some healing energy now. You feel that? Breathe. Let your belly expand, bring it in. Exhale, let go. Release anything that feels heavy in your field, in your mind and emotions. Let's take 2 more breaths together. One more. I hope that you felt that. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to share about that and the moon stuff. Oh my gosh, wild. I knew the moon was engineered. A channeler that I really like. I need to know her name. I think it's Elizabeth April, but I don't want to say the wrong thing. I really like her. She's I actually channeled on like who am I in resonance with? Like I know I'm doing something really interesting, really specific. And they gave me a list of like 8 names. One was Mateus De Stefano. I don't know if I say his name right. I know one was Teal Swan. I think one was Elizabeth April. I think those were the only 3 that I was really clear on. I need to go back and look at the other ones. And it's the last day of school, and my son just pulled into the driveway. He's now a senior as of today, feeling really emotional about it. So he's going to bust through the door here in like 30 seconds. And you know what? I think we can just be complete on this video today. I'm going to tell you more about the moon and a whole bunch of other exciting things and all the books I'm writing and just all the magic and everything that's here for you to awaken into. And finally, I just want to say, before he busts in the door, I started this, don't be in fear. You don't need to be in fear. You don't need to go down rabbit holes. Don't doom scroll. This stuff creates discord in the body. Honor those who are sharing these things. If you don't know, then watch it, but then as soon as you can, get yourself back into the joy space, sing, dance, move, play. This is how we remember the new earth. It's not by getting into those dark, scary energies that brings us down. It lowers our vibration. It feeds that energy. You must stay in the light. You must feel all the feels and then get back up. And we'll talk more about that in the next video. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. I will see you next time.